Hey ICL team, welcome. Before we dive in, a reminder to make sure you always log into Base44 with your ICL credentials. Now, Base44 is an end-to-end app building platform where plain language becomes a working, secure, enterprise-ready app. But before we build, I want to show you templates, because you can build in two ways. Start from scratch, or use an existing template by cloning an app, which you see here. And this is our workspace. It's your digital workshop. This is where your ideas grow up. So let's build an app together called Worklog. I'll start with a single plain language prompt. This is Base44. The interface is split into two main sections. On the left side, you have your AI chat. This is where you talk to Base. You can give it new ideas, ask for changes, get suggestions, and way more. On the right side is the app preview and your dashboard. This is the working version of your app. It's live, interactive, and customizable. And that's it. Base44 generated a basic structure for my app. And this is what makes Base44 different. You're not dragging boxes or writing code. You could see that if you want, but no thanks. You're describing outcomes instead, and that's pretty cool. Let's talk about a couple more buttons that we're looking at our screen here. We have a history button, a version history. We have a help center documentation. We have a collapsible button to see what your app would look like on the web. We have a refresh button, a mobile version, so you could see what your app looks like mobilely optimized. And of course, an activity monitor, which tracks your logs, and the share button, so you can invite folks and then publish. Now when we toggle to the dashboard, this is the battery included. This is the side of Base where all the magic happens. So you can invite users and assign them specific roles. You can take a look at your data and delete as necessary. You could see analytics, do a custom domain. So Base automatically assigns you a very long domain, but that is editable. So check out some versions that are worthy of your app and see if they're available, like I'm doing here. Oh, not available. Let's try again. Perfect. Security, which is something we're going to talk about and do a security check later. Here's that code I mentioned. You can see it, but I don't want to dive deep into that just now. Agents, which I will add to my app. You can add API integrations and also those app settings, which we'll go into, where you can customize a logo, change the description, and again, do some other customizations. But again, for API and integrations, make sure you're consulting your IT team before doing anything else. Now that we have a starting point, I'm going to refine the workflow in discuss mode here. This is like a whiteboard session with your AI builder. So here's the next level. I'm going to ask the chat, should I add a voice recording option so people don't have to type? And I'm going to discuss this in the chat. It uses a 0.3 credits. And once you're ready for the AI to implement these changes, if you want to, you simply unclick discuss and ask the AI to make these changes. So again, in discuss mode, you can freely chat to refine your goals with the AI, but no app changes will actually take place. Next, I'm going to jump into visual edit mode, which is right next to the discuss mode. Here I can tweak the layout, move some fields, rename buttons if I wanted to, anything visually that has to do with my app. And what I want to mention here too is if I make a visual change, I can always click revert, which you will see in the chat. Base44 tracks every version automatically, which is very cool. So I'm going to add some visual changes here in the chat and see what happens. And there we go. I have an add entry call to button, which is easily accessible on my dashboard, and it looks like it works great. But I'm going to revert this back to the previous state and remove this button. Let's try to make another visual change now according to the ICL Group website. So I took a screenshot of the website and I'm telling the AI chat to make my app look and feel more like the design of ICL's website. So the cool thing is you're able to upload documents, screenshots, pictures, JPEGs, PNG, PDFs to inform the behavior of your app. And here, if I click my gear icon, I'm able to change the LLM, give it specific instructions to personalize the experience even more, and even freeze pages or files so that any changes I make aren't global, but specific to certain pages only. So that plus button and your gearbox are other tools in your toolkit to make your app look, feel, and experience the way you want it. Now, this looks cool according to what I uploaded and the directions I gave, but it's not really my vibe for my app. So I'm going to revert this back to the previous state. Now, every good app mirrors real behavior. So instead of listing features I want, I'm going to describe my journey instead. When a user logs in, a welcome message appears with their name. So Base44 is reorganizing my app layout around that sequence. It's a natural flow that matches how people actually work. They want to be welcomed to their day. So I'm designing an experience from outward, not from features inward. And there it is. It looks great. Another important vibe coding principle for prompting is to give your AI a specific role to play. Here, I'm telling it to act as a personal work coach so that after I enter a work entry, I'm provided with a short reflection to help me think deeper about my project or what I learned. When the AI knows who it's acting as, it's not just building your app, but building a relationship. You're creating a digital teammate that helps you grow through your work. Okay, let's test this out. I'm going to add a work entry. And let's see what it comes up with. So it looks like it worked, but it's kind of transparent. So I would go back to my AI chat and make a visual edit so that it's more accessible to my eyes. Next, I'm going to add a few more capabilities, one layer at a time. Let's make work log more powerful step by step. Add a search bar so I can find past entries by keyword, project, or date. Now I'm making my app searchable, so it's an instant recall of my own work history. And just in a few prompts, I've gone from plain text box to a self-updating portfolio built live in real time. Now, let's make sure the user experience is obvious. I'm going to add in my AI chat, users should be able to export their entries into a PDF. And there it is, the UI updated instantly. A clear button, clean layout, zero confusion. If a user never has to ask, what do I click next? That's a great design. Now let's add some constraints because that provides direction. They teach the AI to communicate clearly and respectfully in the same way you would coach a new employee. Let's keep this grounded. Keep entries under 100 words and highlight impact statements in bold. And done. Looks great. Finally, let's do a quick quality check. I'm going to test my app and my buttons and permissions and privacy to make sure that it's secure. It's going to also provide me with suggestions to improve and refine. And it looks like I have some security things to go through on my dashboard, which I'll show you in a minute. But this is great because now I know that my app can be safe and secure and ready for users. Let's peek behind the curtain now. This is the back-end dashboard of our app. This is the operational layer that's powering Worklog and Base44. So here's what Base44 quietly handles for you. Users and permissions, who can access what, data storage, secrets and analytics. But again, be sure to consult with IT. So I'm going to run my security scan and make sure all role specific actions are appropriate. And there, now everything is safe and secure and my users are protected and only see their own data in which they created. Easy. Now let's toggle on agents and see what work we can have it do in the front and back end. Agents are built-in specialists that live inside your app. So I'm going to create an agent called MentorBot so that after every log I entry and save, it generates a one-sentence summary of the work and adds it to my log. MentorBot will quietly add this summary of what I did and why it mattered. That way, over time, I don't just have notes, I have a clean record of my work impact that I could share with managers and leaders. And here it is. I can now have a conversation in a new chat with my bot to add entries to my work log. Now I'm going to publish my app. Let's see what it looks like as a real web app that's live. And of course, Base44 connects with your daily tools. That same mentor bot agent can live in WhatsApp. So an employee in the field could send it a message in WhatsApp and then log it in your web app. Here's some further customizations for your bot that you can make, tools, and the WhatsApp integration. But remember, before you do any of this, even though I'm showing it here how it works, please consult with your IT team. And if you ever get stuck, you don't have to submit a ticket. You just ask the doc agent, which I'm showing you here. Ask it a question. How do I secure my database? How do I publish my app? It'll answer you instantly, right inside the workspace. Base44 teaches as it builds. Your documentation, therefore, is alive and not static. So what did we just do? We went from a simple idea, I want a place to capture my work as I do it, to a working, secure internal app called Worklog in minutes. Now imagine doing the same for onboarding, training documentation, or project handoffs. Base44 gives ICL the power to prototype, test, and deploy your apps at the pace your teams actually work. That's the future of work, and it starts with one conversation in Base44. Happy building.